11, Cameron Murphy, your third baseman. Number 2, Brandon Kilby, off-floor left center. And number 21, Cooper Townsend, right field. Your coaches for Georgia, we have Mr. Jason Creamer, Mr. Chris Murphy, Mr. Brandon Bridges, and Mr. Michael Hill. For Texas, we have number 9, B.J. Brandon, your shortstop. Number 3, Noah McMinn, left field. Number 7, Daxton Price, your right center. Number 10, Drew Cross, your third baseman. Number 20, Sergio Marino, your catcher. Number 1, Nehemiah Nemo Savage, your right fielder. Number 00, Colin Williams is your first baseman. 25, Landon Cheatham, your outfielder. Number 5, Zeke Hargrave, also an outfielder. Number 17, Cade Rosewell is your pitcher. Number 2, K.K. Johnson, your second baseman. And number 11, Santino Banda is your outfielder. Coaches for Texas, we have Mr. Corey Price, Mr. Randall McMinn, Mr. Casey Cross, and Mr. David Rosewell. Umpires for the first game on field 1, we have Mr. Jeff Haynes Tony Sanders, and Mr. John Mosley. Everybody please remain on the field for the national anthem and the prayer.
Please. Dear Heavenly Father, we so thank you for this day, all the blessings you've given us. We thank you for the beautiful weather. We thank you for all the safe travels for all the teams that have come from long distances. We thank you for the safety yesterday. We ask you to continue to watch over us and protect these athletes and allow them not to be in harm's way. And we ask to give them safe travels as they do depart, whenever that may be. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad
Welcome back to Cleveland, Mississippi. Day 2 of the 2017 Dixie Youth Baseball Machine Pitch and Coach Pitch World Series. This is a Consolation Series matchup between Texas and Georgia. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mike Rideout for JockJive.com. I'll handle the play-by-play of today's game. Taking a look back yesterday at pool play and what put both these teams in the consolation bracket. For the visitors on the scoreboard for Georgia, yesterday Georgia opened up the tournament with a 12-7 loss to Tennessee and then lost to North Carolina 5-2. That was in Pool 2. North Carolina won that pool, going 2-0. Tennessee went 1-1. For Texas, they opened up with an 8-4 loss to Arkansas in Pool 1, and then lost to Florida 6-4, finishing 0-2 in pool play. Florida finished 2-0. Arkansas went 1-1. So it's Texas and Georgia in the machine pitch consolation bracket. Both these teams will have an opportunity to play 2 games today. We'll also have our championship bracket a little bit later. Winner of this game will get the winner of the Louisiana-Cleveland, Mississippi game, which is being played on Field 2. And then the losers will play each other a little bit later. We're ready for baseball as Evan Norton steps in for Georgia. Manager Michael Hill, assistant coaches Jason Creamer, Chris Murphy, and Brandon Bridges. Let's run through the lineup as they're adjusting the pitching machine. For Georgia, the pitcher, 36, Evan Norton, leads it off, followed by the left fielder, number 3, Jai Garman. Batting third, the first baseman, number 9, River Bridges. Batting fourth, the shortstop, number 14, Max Harris. Batting fifth and catching, number 15, Tyler Jordan. Batting sixth in left center, number 1, Jackson Creamer. Batting seventh at second base, number 10, Trenton Hill. Batting eighth in right center, number 42, Peyton Howard. Batting ninth in right field, number 33, Candler Dudley. Batting 10th, the third baseman, number 11, Cameron Murphy. Batting 11th, the left center fielder, number 2, Brandon Kilby. And batting 12th, number 21, Cooper Townsend.
Number 36, Evan Norton.
So Evan Norton will lead it off for Georgia. Here in the top of the first, we'll play 6 innings. And the first pitch of the ball game is taken for ball 1, and we are underway. Folks, you can participate during the broadcast by sending in shout-outs and best wishes via text message. Grab your pen, and I'll give you the number for the Texas viewers. It's the same number as it was yesterday. For Georgia, it'll be a different number than you were accustomed to as Norton takes the second pitch. The number for the shout-outs today is area code 352-258-8450. We'll give it out again in just a moment. That one grounded to third. Nice scoop over at third base. And the throw across by Drew Cross will be in time. 5-3 put out for the first out of the ball game.
3, Jai Garman.
1 out, base is empty for Jai Garman. Starting left fielder. Again, that shout-out number, area code 352-258-8450. 352-258-8450. You'll notice on your screen, both on the right and lower portions, that the tents, umbrellas, there's some movement on top of them. That's because the wind is really blowing strong from right to left. This one hit into left field. That's going to drop for a base hit. It gets past the left fielder, goes all the way to the fence. Garman rounding second, heading to third. Thought about it. No, now he's going to go, and he'll get in there standing up with a triple.
Now batting for Georgia, number 9, River Bridges.
So Georgia with a runner at third and 1 out for River Bridges, the first baseman. Just a little stutter step there by Garmin as he waited to see where that ball would go. This is popped up, but right to the pitcher, and the catch will be made by Cade Rosewell. 2 outs for Georgia in the top of the first inning. Each batter gets 5 pitches. You must make contact on the 5th pitch. And here is Max Harris, the shortstop. He'll take ball 1. It's Thomaston, Georgia, and Mount Pleasant, Texas. Line drive to the shortstop, and it's caught over there at shortstop by B.J. Brannon. So a 1-out triple, but no runs. No runs, a hit, no errors. 1 left on base. We'll give out the shout-out number again and start getting to your shout-outs after this commercial break. We head to the bottom of the first. It's Georgia 0. Texas coming to the plate right after this timeout here on JockJive.com.
Just battle Wayne Jones County. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Kolinsky. There is a shot towards deep short. Crash got it long. Throw over and he got it.
Back here in Cleveland, Mississippi. Texas lineup looks like this. Their manager, Randall McMinn. Assistant coaches, Casey Cross.
Bottom of the set first. For Texas, number 9, B.J. Brannon.
Also Landon Johnson and David Rosewell. And their lineup for the team from Mount Pleasant, Texas. Shortstop number 9, B.J. Brannon leading it off. Batting second, the left fielder number 3, Noah McMinn. The right center fielder number 7, Dax Price, bats third. The cleanup hitter, the third baseman number 10, Drew Cross. Batting fifth and catching number 20, Sergio Marino. Batting sixth in right field as this one hit past the pitcher, but to the shortstop. And the throw a little bit late, not in time. That'll be an infield hit for Brannon. Leadoff base runner for Texas.
Now batting for Texas, number 3, Noah McMinn.
Again, back in the middle of the lineup, the catcher number 20, Sergio Marino, bats fifth. Right fielder number 1, Nemo Savage, bats sixth. First baseman 00, Cullen Williams, bats seventh. Batting eighth, number 21, Landon Cheatham. Batting ninth, number 5, Zeke Hargrave. Batting 10th, the pitcher number 17, Cade Rosewell. Batting 11th, the second baseman number 2, KK Johnson. And batting 12th, number 11, Santino Banda. Noah McMinn at the plate. He pops this one up, but foul out of play. And the third pitch coming up for McMinn. Our shout-out number, 352-258-8450. Our first shout-out of the day, go Clinton Hill from Gain and Pop. Thank you, guys. If you want to send a shout-out, send it via text message. This one hit left side. Fielded by the pitcher, but he has no throw. That's going to be another infield hit. Norton was able to at least get to it, but was making it tough for him to have to try and throw across his body. 2 on with nobody out for Texas for Dax Price, the right center fielder. Back to your shout-outs at 352-258-8450. This next one says, go Thomaston, Georgia. Good luck. Candler Dudley. Nana loves you. This one hit on the ground, but right to the first baseman. And going to the bag is Bridges for the out, 3 unassisted. Well, as good as a sacrifice. Both runners will move up. 2 in scoring position now with 1
Now
out.
batting for Texas, number 10, Drew Cross.
And Drew Cross, the third baseman, the batter. Another shout out. This one's to Trenton Hill from the Hood family. We are watching in Thomaston, Georgia. Thank you, guys. We're in the bottom of the first. No score. Georgia failed to score in their half of the first. Texas has runners at second and third for Cross, who pops it up to the catcher, but he can't make the catch. That's in fair territory. That will be an error, and a run will score. So an E2 puts Cross at second base. Brandon scores, and McMinn moves to third.
Now for Texas, number 20, Sergio Moreno.
1-0 Texas here in the bottom of the first inning. And that will send up the catcher, Sergio Moreno. Our first error of the day. First pitch taken for ball 1. Inning began with back-to-back infield hits by Brandon and McMinn. This one hit to left center. That's going to drop for a base hit, and it bounces over the glove of the left center fielder. That will get both runs home. The throw to second won't be made. It's cut off. It's a double, and 2 runs driven in for Moreno. Texas with a 3-0 lead.
Number 1, Nehemiah Nemo Savage.
That sends up Nemo Savage. Nehemiah goes by Nemo. First pitch taken down low for ball 1. Nemo Savage, I'll tell you right now, expect him to come close, if not throw out somebody from his right field position to first base. He did it yesterday. Ground ball into left field for a base hit. The throw to third is not in time. And on the throw, now the runner going to second. So they'll throw it to second and the run will come home. No, they're going to send the runner back to first, which means the runner coming home will have to go back to third. Timeout had been called. So runners are on the corners with 1 out. 3 runs across the plate.
For Texas, number 00, Cullen Williams.
And here's the first baseman, 00, Cullen Williams. Back to your shout-outs at 352-258-8450. Here's a shout-out to Trenton Hill from Kaylee and Haley. We're proud of you. Go Thomaston, Georgia. Thank you, guys. First pitch taken for a ball, 1-0. Cullen Williams batted second in the lineup against Florida yesterday. Batting 7th today. Also batted 7th against Arkansas. And he lines this one underneath the glove of the pitcher into center field for a base hit. RBI single for Cullen Williams.
Now batting for Texas, number 25, Landon Cheatham.
Moreno scores the 4th run of the inning. And that puts runners at first and second for Landon Cheatham. A good start for Mount Pleasant, Texas. Bottom of the first, game scheduled for 6. So still a long way to go in this one. Although we do have the mercy rule in effect. Ground ball, that's going to get into center field. A little baby hop there by Nemo Savage to jump over that ground ball by Cheatham. And Savage will hold at third.
For Texas, number 5, Luke Hargrave.
That's 4 consecutive hits for Texas. The bases are loaded with 1 out for Zeke Hargrave, the number 9 hitter in the order. Bases loaded, 4 runs already in, and only 1 out. First pitch taken for ball 1. Each batter gets 5 pitches. You must make contact on the 5th pitch. We'll get back to another shout out after this one. It's hit pretty well to left field, over the glove of the left fielder and all the way to the fence. 1 run will score. 2 runs are going to score. They're waving home a third. The throw to the plate won't be made. And now a throwback to second, and the runner takes off for third. The throw to third, not in time. It gets away, and up comes Hargrave. He is going to try and score, but he is thrown out at home plate. Well, Hargrave will get credit for a double, a bases clearing double. But he's thrown out
Now batting for Texas,
for the second out of the inning.
Cade Rosewell.
But 7 first inning runs for Mount Pleasant, Texas. And Cade Rosewell now batting with the bases empty and 2 outs. Back to your shout-outs at 352-258-8450. Here's a special shout-out. This is a special, well, we'll wait for this play. Backhanded at third, but hit foul. Special happy birthday to Trenton Hill's mom, Matrice, from the Logue family in Thomaston. Go Trenton and Team Georgia. Thank you, guys. Happy birthday, Matrice. Trenton Hill's mom. Big first inning for Texas. Rosewell now with a couple of strikes. This one hit out of play left side. One fouled back. So the 5th pitch coming up. Rosewell will have to make contact here. Another busy day on all the fields as this one is hit into left field. That's a base hit. Rosewell on his way to second, and he will slide in with a double.
Now batting for Texas.
Well, Texas brought their bats today.
KK Johnson.
Very impressive first inning. In fact, the most runs they scored in an inning yesterday was 3. That was against Arkansas. But 7 runs have come across the plate. This is the 11th batter of the inning, KK Johnson. As that one's taken low. It's not like there's been a bunch of errors. The only error was the drop by the catcher. They've just been putting the bat to the ball. This one grounded up the middle, and that's into center field for a base hit. So KK Johnson delivers to make it 8-0.
Now batting for Texas, number 11, Santino Banda.
And that was just another case of that ball having eyes. I mean, it was right between the legs of the pitching machine and just happened to get through past the pitcher into center field for a base hit. So the number 12 hitter in the order, Santino Banda, will bat. Top of the order on deck. 8 runs across the plate here in the first inning for Texas. This one's fouled out of play. This one lined into center field. That's another base hit. Well, they're going to say he's out at second base. No. Now he's been overruled. By the way, your umpires for today, we got a 3-man crew. Your umpires, Tony Sanders, John Mosley, and Jeff Haynes. It is Jeff Haynes behind the plate. And a line drive base hit for B.J. Brannon. Another run will score. Well, here comes another run as they've got the runner caught in a pickle between first and second base, and the throw is dropped at second base. What an inning for Texas, as they have opened up a double-digit lead.
Now batting for Texas, number 9, Moon. Number 3, Noah McMahon.
Georgia's coach going to try and rally the troops here, keep their head in the game. A double-digit lead for Texas. And the batter now, Noah McMahon. Granted, one thing that running between first and second did was buy a little time for another run to come in. There's a base hit, and it takes a funny hop on the grass. Boy, nothing going right for Georgia right now. An RBI single for McMahon, and it's 11-0.
Now batting for Texas, number 7, Jackson Price.
Here's Dax Price, who began the inning, or didn't begin the inning, but he recorded the first out of the inning when he grounded out to first. And this one hit over to the pitcher. The throw to first will do it here in the first for Texas. But 15 batters come to the plate, 11 runs for Texas. And as we head to the second, it's Texas 11, Georgia nothing, here on JockJive.com.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on his assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
All games on field 1 is that number. All right, welcome back to Cleveland, Mississippi. We head to the top of the second inning. Georgia sending out batters 5, 6, and 7, but my goodness, down 11 early. Texas exploding as they had 12 hits in the inning. Now there's a good start for Georgia here in the second. A base hit for Tyler Jordan. Let's see if they can find a way to start chipping away at this thing.
Now batting for Georgia, number 1, Jackson Creamer.
Jackson Creamer will be the batter. Once again, our shout-out number, if you'd like to send a shout-out, send it via text message, area code 352-258-8450, 352-258-8450. Swing and a miss at the first pitch. Here in the consolation bracket. Winner of this game will play the winner of the Louisiana-Cleveland, Mississippi game, and Louisiana with a 4-0 lead in the second inning in that one. Those games will be at 5:30 today. Win or lose, both these teams play at 5:30 today, local time, Central Daylight Time. Bouncing ball over to first. Only one play, that will be to first base. And the first baseman, Cullen Williams, goes to the bag for the first out of the inning.
Now batting for Georgia, number 10, Trenton Hill.
Defensive change for Texas, now in left field, number 21, Landon Cheatham. Trenton Hill, the batter. Happy birthday again to his mom. Let's see if he can make mom happy. Well, backhanded by the third baseman off his glove. That will be an error. So Hill will reach base safely. That puts runners at the corners.
Now batting for Georgia, number 42, Peyton Howard.
Runners on the corners for Peyton Howard. Starting in right center today. First pitch taken for ball one. Well, in the coach pitch consolation bracket, there is an ongoing protest. They have not even started their game that was supposed to have started at 1, as this one's hit out of play left side. I haven't been able to get the information as to what's going on there, but I think it has something to do with what happened yesterday. You have an Alabama team that went from first to last because their game went into extra innings, and they gave up 8 runs. I believe it was 8 runs in the 7th inning, and ultimately lost when it came down to the tiebreaker, and that's why they're playing in the Consolation Series bracket. This is popped up left side, the third baseman with another opportunity, and this time the play is made down there at third by Drew Cross.
Now batting for Georgia, number 33, Chandler Dudley.
So I'm just kind of getting bits and pieces of what's going on there, but I do know that they haven't started playing. And they're going to need to figure something out because there are 6 games to be played on that field over there. We've got 6 games per field today, as we have the Consolation Series and the Championship Series brackets to play. Chandler Dudley will be the batter. Dudley will take the first pitch for ball one. Jordan at third base, Hill at first for Georgia, down 11. We're in the top of the second, game scheduled for 6, but mercy rule in effect. 15 runs after 3, 10 runs after 4. Next pitch, Dudley will also take that one. Wind still blowing from right to left. And this one swung on, got a piece of it. Fouled it off. Fourth pitch coming up for Dudley. You can see the flags in center field. I mean, they're blowing almost at full force from right to left. It's a windy day. It's a pleasant day, beautiful day. This one's fouled out of play. Just windy today. This will be the 5th pitch coming up. Right now, the current weather conditions here in Cleveland, Mississippi, sunny and 84 degrees. Expected high of 87, but hey, we'll take it. No wet stuff. No rain expected today. Beautiful day. Things will be cooling off a little bit as we get closer to the fall and the start of the football season. Swing and a miss. Dudley is out on strikes, and that will do it for Georgia here in the second inning. No runs, a hit, an error, and 2 left. We head to the bottom of the second. It's Texas 11, Georgia nothing here in the Consolation Series. You're listening, or you're watching and listening here on JockJive.com.
Fallow, White, Jones, County.
There is a shot towards deep short. Crash got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Mike Wright up back here at Bearpin Park in Cleveland, Mississippi. Side of the 2017 Dixie Youth Baseball AA Machine Pitch World Series. And Coach Pitch. Also a consolation game in the Coach Pitch. One of them is underway. And
leading off the bottom of the second for Texas, number 10, Drew Cross.
It's trying to get a score here. 12-3 in the third inning. And that is Virginia trailing Cleveland, Mississippi. If I'm reading it right, I'll have to go over there and confirm that. Here, it's 11-0. We're in the machine pitch tournament. 4, 5, and 6 due up for Texas. Drew Cross leading it off. He hits this one off the bag at third base, and that's a fair ball. That will be an infield hit. Not a whole lot the third baseman can do. I think he's a little confused as to, is that a fair ball or a foul ball? But that's a fair ball. Cameron Murphy was confused as to what was going on there. Just again, a lucky bounce. Texas has been getting a few of those today.
Now batting for Texas, number 20, Sergio Marino.
Sergio Marino doubled in 2 runs his last at bat. What an inning for Texas in that first inning. 15 batters went to the plate. Swing and a miss. Actually, he got a piece of it and fouled it off. Runner at first, nobody out. We're in the bottom of the second. 11-0 Texas over Georgia. Game scheduled for 6. Unless we reach the mercy rule, which if Texas is able to continue scoring, could end in the third inning. This is popped up near the bag at second. The shortstop is there, and Max Harris will make the catch for out number 1. 1 out, 1 on.
For Texas, number 1, Nehemiah Nemo Savage.
And Nemo Savage will be the batter. Had a base hit and scored his first at bat last inning. He'll take ball 1. Coming up next, we'll have a championship series game between Florida and Virginia on this field. This is popped up to the pitcher, and the catch is made. So Norton records the second out. And that will send up Cullen Williams, the first baseman who also singled, scored, and drove in a run back in the first. Georgia, though, with 2 quick outs.
Number 00, Cullen Williams.
First pitch taken for ball 1. Next pitch to Williams. Ground ball right side off the glove of the first baseman. He knocks it down, but he has no throw. That will be an error. Both runners are safe. 2 on with 2 outs. Well, what you got to hope now is that error doesn't open the door. Go after the next hitter. Landon Cheatham singled his last at bat. He'll take ball 1. Meanwhile, Texas wants to keep the pressure on. Trying to end this game early. This is fouled back. Looks like they got all the baseballs down that were up on top of the netting. There's about 6 of them yesterday. This is hit over to the shortstop. They'll have a force at second. The throw will be in time. 6-4 fielder's choice, and the inning is over. Well, Texas, after an 11-run first, fails to score in the second. We move to the third. It's Texas 11, Georgia nothing here in the Consolation Series of the Machine Pitch World Series.
Just about all white. Jones County. Diving catch, shortstop. Gross. The gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short, perhaps got it, long throw over, and he got it.
Leading off the third, number 11, Cameron Murphy.
10, 11, and 12, bottom third of the order, or the bottom of the order for Georgia. Cameron Murphy leading it off. Third baseman. 11-0. Georgia trails, but at least they got a little momentum keeping Texas off the scoreboard in the bottom of the inning. Popped up to the shortstop, and the catch made by Brannon. One away. I understand they just started that Alabama-Arkansas coach pitch game, so they've decided to go ahead and, even though they had a protest, not sure again what exactly the argument was, but you can't delay things too long.
Batting for Georgia, number 2, Brandon Kilby.
Brandon Kilby, the left center fielder, batting with one out and the base is empty here in the top of the third inning. This one hit into right field and a diving catch made by Nemo. Or did he come up with it? No, he didn't. They said he trapped it and then he throws it away. That'll be a base hit and then an error. Boy, great effort out there in right field by Nemo Savage. I thought he came up with it, but it was hard to tell.
Now batting for Georgia, number 21, Cooper Townsend.
And it was ruled that he actually trapped it and still almost was able to get the runner out at first. I told you, watch him in right field. He'll make some throws to first, and he'll either get you or it'll be close. Scooped up on a ground ball to short. The throw across. Snow cone in the glove by the first baseman as Cooper Townsend is retired 6-3. And the runner moves to third with 2 outs now. Georgia threatened to score with a runner at third in the first 2 innings, but did not. Can they find a way to get the run home now with the top of the lineup coming up? Evan Norton is the batter. He grounded out to third his first at bat. Georgia trying to get on the scoreboard, down 11. This one taken for a ball. Third pitch to Norton. That one's popped up, little soft line drive, and the catch made by the shortstop. Boy, smooth out there, that B.J. Brannon. And that will do it for Georgia in the third. They fail to score, again having a runner stranded down at third base. We head to the bottom of the third. Texas still on top, 11-0. Here at the Consolation Series of the Machine Pitch World Series on JockJive.com.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Hurts two on his head.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was
was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play, second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
All right, just coming back a little bit late. Our apologies. Zeke Hargrave hits the first pitch and pops up to the pitcher for the first out of the inning. 1 out for Cade Rosewell. And he'll take the first pitch for ball 1.
Now batting for Texas, number 17, Cade Rosewell.
This is grounded left side, past the third baseman into left field for a base hit. Second hit of the game for Rosewell, who doubled back in the first inning.
Now batting for Texas, number 2, KK Johnson.
And KK Johnson, the batter. Once again, our shout-out number, 352-258-8450. If you want to send a shout-out, send it via text message. That one bounces and hits the machine. That'll be a dead ball single for Johnson. He's 2 for 2.
Now batting for Texas, number 11, Santino Banda.
Santino Banda to the plate. Fouls this one back. Texas with the top of the order on deck. So if they had a big inning, they could end it here in the third. Remember, the mercy rule's 15 runs after 3. If they were to score 4 runs in this inning, the ball game would be over. And this is grounded past the first baseman into right field. Base hit. They're going to hold the runner at third. Well, he's late. The right fielder's late throwing the ball in. Now the run will come home. The throw to third, and he's out at third base. So a base hit for Banda.
Now batting for Texas, number 9, BJ Brannon.
And B.J. Bannon now the batter. So we go to the top of the order. And he hits this one off the glove of the center fielder. That'll be an error. We'll get another run home. Bannon, boy, he's got some speed. Brannon all the way into third on the 3-base error. So B.J. Brannon hits one out to center field. It plates another run. And it's 13-0 Texas. Noah McMinn, the batter. Two outs. And this one popped up to the pitcher. The catch is made, and that will do it here in the third inning. So Texas had a chance to push that 15 runs, but obviously the runner getting thrown out at third was big. Texas does get a couple and they still have a chance to win this one early. Georgia will need 4 runs to keep this thing going in the top of the 4th. At the end of 3, it's Texas 13, Georgia nothing, right here on JockJive.com.
Just about all Wayne Jones County. Diving catch to shortstop. Gross. Again. Diving catch in center field by Ben Atlinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Perhaps got it long. Throw over, and he got it.
Now batting for Georgia, number 3, Jai Garman.
Jai Garman will lead it off. He tripled his first at bat. Georgia needs a few runs here to keep this thing going. 3 will actually not be enough. They need 4. Or they'll lose first via the mercy rule. Again, both teams will play later today at 5:30. It assures that every team in the tournament will get 4 games. That one snagged on a hot shot to second and snow coned in the glove by the first baseman. 4-3 put out for the first out of the inning. It's almost as if everything's finding a hole for Texas. And again, not to take anything away from Texas. I mean, they've been hitting the ball much better than they did yesterday. I did both their games yesterday, and I noted earlier the number of runs that they scored. The most runs they had scored in an inning yesterday was 3. But it does seem like Georgia just hasn't been able to catch many breaks either. And this one hit. There's another snag by River Bridges. Grounds out to third as the throw across is in time. 5-3 put out, and there's quickly 2 away. So good defense and offense today by Texas. Georgia just hasn't been able to get anything going. Even though they've had a runner at third in the first, second, and third innings, they haven't been able to push a run across the plate. Here's Max Harris. First pitch taken for ball 1. So Jai Garman is grounded out to second. River Bridges is grounded out to third. And Georgia down to their final out with Max Harris at the plate. Harris hits that one up the middle. That one will get through for a base hit. 2-out single. There's still hope. Update in the other consolation game. Louisiana 11, Cleveland, Mississippi nothing. They're in the 3rd inning. Again, the winners and losers of each of these 2 games will play each other at 5:30 today. Tyler Jordan singled his first at bat, batting with 2 outs and a runner at first. Next pitch, that one hit over to first, but on one convenient hop into the glove of Cullen Williams. And there's your 3rd and final out, and the ball game is over. Texas going to win it by the final score of 13-0 in 4 innings. And both teams again in action later today. Texas will play the winner of that Louisiana-Cleveland game. Right now it looks like Louisiana. They're up 11-0. And then Georgia will play the loser. Both games at 5:30. Meanwhile, we move to the championship series. Florida and Virginia coming up on Field 1. I'll have the call at 2:30 here on JockJive.com. Until then, for all of us here at JockJive.com, I'm Mike Rideout saying so long, good afternoon, and God bless. Once again, the final score, Texas 13, Georgia nothing.